I've always been jealous of people with specific callings because not knowing what you're going to do with your life is super anxiety producing and hard. And I used to pray that God would tell me exactly where to go and when to do it. And I think that we all have that deep desire to know, what is God's plan?
God's plan. God's plan. I can't do this on my own. Hey, no. Hey. Someone watching it close. Yep, close. I've been me since Scarlet Road. Hey, road. Hey. Might go down as G-O-D, yeah, wait. I go hard on Southside G, hey, wait. I make sure that Northside E, yeah.
Drake fans might know that when he says, "I've been me since Scarlet Road," what he's referring to is the neighborhood that he grew up in Toronto. Essentially what he's saying is, even though his external circumstances have changed, deep down inside he's the same person. Which brings up an interesting question. What makes you, you? Even when everything outside of you changes, what is it inside of you that stays the same? Turn to the person next to you and discuss this question.
A lot of people look to the clothes they wear, the sports they play, the cars they drive, and the relationships they have to feel validated in their identity. We may not even realize that we're letting these things define us. But as Tim Keller writes in Making Sense of God, if our identity is wrapped up in something and we lose it, we lose our very sense of self.
In this first half of the presentation, we'll talk about some of the things that we look to for our identity, as well as some of the things you can do to make your identity more durable. In the second half, we'll talk about purpose for all of humanity, as well as some practical applications for figuring out your calling as an individual.
We are all born with a desire to belong, but sometimes it's harder for us to connect with people. Most of us have things about us that we don't like, or there are things about us that have been made fun of in the past. Things that make us feel like we'll always be a little bit different from everyone else.
What are you working on? Zombie boy. Who's Zombie boy?
Me.
Did someone call you that? Hey, you can talk to me. You know that, right? Whatever happened? Will, come on, talk to me.
Stop treating me like that.
What, like what?
Like everyone else does. Like there's something wrong with me.
What are you talking about?
Mom, Dustin, Lucas, everyone. They all treat me like I'm gonna break. Like I'm a baby. Like I can't handle things on my own. It doesn't help. It just makes me feel like more of a freak.
You're not a freak.
Yeah. I am.
For someone to be a freak, there has to be a pre-existing standard of normal that they're deviating from. So that brings up the question, in your community, what does it mean to be normal? Turn to the person next to you and discuss that.
Every culture has definitions of what it means to be a normal man or a normal woman. In America, we often have the idea that being a man means being athletic or violent or having a lot of women or just not showing your emotions. And we often learn these definitions at a very young age.
My earliest memory was my father bringing me down in my mother's basement, putting up his hands and teaching me how to throw jabs and punches. I was there that he gave me those 3 words: be a man. Stop with the tears, stop with the emotions. If you're gonna be a man in this world, you better learn how to dominate and control people and circumstances. That was the source of tremendous shame. I left that room with tears coming down my eyes, just feeling I wasn't quite man enough. Football became a tremendous place to hide. You can hide inside that helmet, you can hide behind the roar of the crowd. You get to project this facade, this persona, the epitome of what it means to be a man in this culture. I thought if I could manifest this hyper masculinity, well, somehow that would validate who and what I was. Certainly my father would respect that, to see how powerful, how strong, how tough I was, then give me the love and attention that I desperately wanted. I'd ask every man to think about what age they were, what was the context when someone told you to be a man. That's one of the most destructive phrases in this culture, I believe.
When he says that be a man is a destructive phrase, it's not because being a man is a bad thing, but it's because when people hear that, they feel like they have to prove their masculinity in order to seem normal. And if we want to fit in, we'll do whatever we have to do in order to make that happen, otherwise we'll be ostracized. In middle school and high school, I swam competitively, and even though I put in a lot of work and swam really well, I was half the size of most of the other swimmers. I would literally climb up on the starting blocks and the guys next to me would be twice my weight. And they'd remind me about this constantly. They would say, you should go swim with the girls because they're more your size. This caused me to question my masculinity, to question whether or not I was okay or normal.
For women, not only is there a pressure to perform, to be beautiful, happy, successful, and popular, but there's also an added pressure of making it all look effortless. The pressure to be able to say, like Beyonce,
I woke up like this, I woke up like this, we flawless. Ladies, tell them I woke up like this, I woke up like this, we flawless.
The problem is, what's considered flawless in our culture today is something that no woman can ever attain because it isn't real.
It can be hard when you see models and celebrities and like you just don't look the same.
Once someone else has done your makeup and someone else has done your hair and someone's directed the way your body looks and then taken away your imperfections, then there's not much left of who you really are.
I think something that everybody should keep in mind is that it's natural to be critical of yourself. It's natural to be uncomfortable or awkward, but you just have to know that the ideal just doesn't exist.
Most of us on some level feel like there's just some standard that we aren't living up to. So if someone were to scan our entire lives, they would find pieces that don't exactly fit with who we want others to think we are. So what do we do with those pieces? Well, oftentimes we hide them. We take the divergent parts of our lives and we keep them off of social media. We pretend to be normal, or in other words, we put on a mask.
At the end of high school, I had a variety of different masks for different social groups. I had a mask for my church group, I had a mask for my school friends, and I even had a mask for my own family. And people wear masks for a variety of reasons, the most common of which is that they just want to be accepted. and they don't think that the real version of themselves will be accepted. And we feel like if you got to know the real me, all I would do is let you down.
I guess I'm a disappointment. Doing everything I can, I don't wanna make you disappointed. It's annoying. I just wanna make you feel like everything I ever did was never trying to make an issue for you. But I guess the more you thought about everything, you were never even wrong in the first place, right? Yeah, I'ma just ignore you, walking towards you. With my head down, looking at the ground, I'm embarrassed for you. Paranoia. What did I do wrong this time? That's parents for you. Very loyal. Should've had my back, would you put a knife in my hands for? What else should I carry for you? I care for you, but on the edge right now. I wish that I could say I'm proud. I'm sorry that I let you down. Let you down. All these voices in my head get loud. I wish that I could shut them out. I'm sorry that I let you down. Let you down.
Some of you may know that NF is a Christian, and in every song that he writes, it's an act of taking off this mask, revealing the self-doubt and anguish that he's experienced from the past. But the truth is, a lot of Christians still continue to wear these masks because they believe it's a part of their Christian duty. In their book, True-Faced, Bill Thrall, Bruce McNichol, and John Lynch write, "Our pretending may be fueled by a sincere desire to make God look good by having our act together. He has no need for such help, but we think it's our duty nonetheless. So, we cover our dirty laundry and think we're doing the right thing by modeling to the world how well God improves the lives of Christians. Instead, we usually just come off as weird, stiffly religious, proud, and working way too hard."
For men or women, Christians or non-Christians, God knows what's under each of our masks, and He wants us to take them off and be open with our true selves so that we can receive the healing that He came to give us.